Welcome to session 6 of Shape class. Our topic today is E, and that's for experiences, all of your life experiences. I want you to consider the story of Daniel from the Old Testament. Daniel was captured from his homeland and taken off to a different country, yet God watched over him, and he was given a great education and training, and then God raised him up to a position of power in that other country and put him in a place of leadership. Daniel probably didn't know all of that was coming when he was going through the preparation. Or consider the story of Joseph in the book of Genesis, starting in chapter 37. Joseph had a terrible start. He was betrayed by his brothers, sold into slavery, falsely accused, then he had to go to prison. He was neglected and forgotten by men. Yet, he rose to become the most powerful man in Egypt, and he saved the lives of millions of people. He was reconciled to his family, and he never forgot that God was in control. In fact, the end of Genesis chapter 50, verse 20 says, "You intended it to harm me," this is Joseph speaking, "but God intended it for good, to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives." You see, God is sovereign, and he wants to use everything in our history for his purposes. Some of the wonderful things that you have experienced are important in terms of ministry. Maybe you've had a great family background. You just grew up in a great environment. Maybe you've had a fantastic education or vocational work experiences, career experiences. Maybe you've had a great spiritual journey that it would be so valuable for other people to learn from. Maybe you've had a great church background or a great music background, or God has just given you great experiences. Those are part of the experiences that shape your ministry and contributions that you can make. But I want you to also consider some of the negative things that you've experienced. You see, sometimes our ministry grows out of places of woundedness and hurts, not while we're currently struggling, but after we come through it to a place of healing. God can use those things to minister to others. We read in 2 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 4, God comforts us in our troubles so that we can be a comfort to others. And when others are troubled, we will be able to give them the same comfort, the same path, the same direction that God gave us. Some of those hurts may be things like cancer in your life, or maybe you've parented a prodigal. That's a challenge. Maybe you've been widowed. Maybe you're a recovering addict or somebody in your family is. Maybe you've dealt with divorce or depression. Maybe you've dealt with bankruptcy or other financial challenges. Maybe you've had, there's so many challenges that life throws at us. But I want you to know, whatever your challenge has been, God can use it. He can heal you and also use that experience to bring life and light and hope in the lives of others. So don't run from your past. Let God bring healing into it. Ask God to redeem that situation. And consider whether or not God might be wanting you to be a comfort, to be someone who ministers to others going through a similar situation. God can use all the things that are your life experiences, the good and the bad. He can use those for ministry in his church community and in his kingdom. So as you finish this session, I want you to make notes on your shape chart. Think about the good things that God has given you, but also think about some of the challenges. And ask God, is this something where I could help somebody else? And if so, he'll let you know and give you a space to do that.